This is the continuing review of the brand new Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Metal Mutants 5-pack consisting of the 4 heroes in the half-shell themselves and the Fugitoid, which we'll be getting to in the next video review. Now, that being said, today we're looking at the final Ninja Turtle figure of this 5-pack, and I've gone in order as part of their intro. So, here is Michelangelo. Michelangelo is obviously one of a kind. And you know just where to find him when it's party time. So let's get this party started. Michelangelo, just like all the other Ninja Turtle figures that I've reviewed of this pack, is none other than the Battle Shell figure that he was originally. And here he is for a side-by-side comparison. So you can see not much change going on except for the color palette. Now hopefully you are seeing this because there is a difference in the color of the green, and the orange is actually a little darker on the Metal Mutants Michelangelo, which is strange, but oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much the difference. It's just a little bit of a lighter tone for the Metal Mutants one compared to the Battle Shell one. Everything else is pretty much one and the same. You can see that there's a lighter tone with the shell. See, there, I proved it. See, this is darker, this is lighter. There is a difference in the color palette, so that's cool. It makes it a little different, but what really makes these figures different is the head sculpt. As you can see, it is not the same head sculpt as the Battle Shell, but I will admit that when I first got this pack and I looked at Michelangelo at first glance, I really thought they were just using the same head sculpt. That is not the case. There is a real difference between these two. And to be honest, I actually like the head sculpt on this figure right here, the Metal Mutant, rather than the Battle Shell. Just something about this one looks more accurate. And flipping on the back, not much going on here. This is not a separate piece like all the other Ninja Turtle figures for the Battle Shell. So it's actually sculpted on, so that's not much of a change, except that, hey, this one's flipped up. Just like Raph, which is kind of strange of a choice, but oh well. So that takes care of the side-by-side comparison. Just like the other Ninja Turtle figures, a very nice belt. And there is his first initial, the M. Very traditional of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. M for Mikey. Nice. So that's it. Not much to talk about with the figure, so let's go ahead and get to its accessories, which is none other than pretty much everything the other Turtles come with. Here is the helmet and chest piece. The only difference is that this chest piece right here is actually a different mold. Next piece up is actually the thigh armor, which is completely different from the other Ninja Turtle figures, which is nice. I do like some change. I like variety, which is very cool. Here are his wrist gauntlets. Pretty much the same as the other Turtle figures, not much of a change there. Here's his chrome knuckles, as I call them, because I can't think of anything else to call them. And last but not least for accessories, here are his weapons, which is very different from any other Ninja Turtle Michelangelo figure that I've ever seen or ever owned. He's got tonfas. Tonfas, not nunchucks. But these are not just any ordinary tonfas. They are actually, 1, energy-powered tonfas, and 2, asymmetrical energy-powered tonfas. So that's really going to do it for his accessories and pretty much the figure itself. So we'll go ahead and cut here so I can go ahead and assemble him all together in his space outfit, and we'll see what this figure looks like. Okay, so here's Mikey in his spacesuit, just like the other Ninja Turtle figures, and unlike them, I gotta say, there's one little thing that really bugs the crap out of me. And no, people, it's not the fact they don't come with the anti-gravity boots, alright? I'll let it go. That's not it. The problem is, with Mikey's attire, it doesn't fit all the way onto him. And that's pretty much down here at the thigh armor. As you can see, there's too much of a gap here and here. It doesn't get any closer. It doesn't cover up the thighs like it does on Raph, Don, or Leo. I've already checked to see whether or not these are actually on the wrong way. If I, like, put them on the opposite way they were supposed to be, and that's not the case because they only fit on one way. So what is the deal here? What's going on? I don't know. I guess I'll just have to check back on this later on when I'm not filming anything, but that's pretty much it there. That's the only issue I've really got with Mikey. Everything else is pretty much the same as the other 3 turtle figures. Articulation is not hindered in the suit. The weapon doesn't really hold in their hands too well, and that same thing goes with Mikey. To his credit, though, he seems to be holding them pretty well. Go figure, right? I'm filming here, so make me a liar as usual. But you can see that it's starting to slip now, at least for the one with the thicker handle piece. So, I don't know. It's a good figure. It really is. His accessory, it's not questionable. I like the fact that he's got tonfas now instead of nunchucks, but I know, it's a traditional thing that Mikey should always have nunchucks, but, you know, change is a good thing, and it's probably only going to be for a little time before he starts whipping out the nunchucks, so just, you know, deal with it, okay? It's going to be for a little time, trust me. But, yeah, this figure is pretty cool, and just to end the video off on a high note, let's bring in the other turtle figures that I have already reviewed in this series. So, here they come, one at a time, which wastes time, but there we go. And unfortunately, I can't really get Don all on camera, so I'll just have to move the camera. But there you go, there is the 4 Ninja Turtle figures in the space outfits, all decked out in vac metallized chrome that came in this 5-pack. 4 figures down, 1 more to go, and you already know what that is, the Fugitoid. And we will be getting to that figure in the next video review. So if you have any questions or comments about these 4 for now, leave them down below. I'll answer them when I got time. And this is Sonic Ranger signing out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.